Learning to drive is the most dangerous activity your teen will ever engage in. Proper instruction and supervised practice are the only ways to create safe, smart, and skillful drivers. When it's a matter of life and death, there's no such thing as too much reinforcement. Enter The Rules of the Road, a comprehensive, interactive DVD aimed at teaching teens effective defensive driving skills. Experts seem to agree. Upon awarding Rules of the Road the coveted Silver Honor Medal, the Parents' Choice Foundation raved, "This 105-minute DVD should be required viewing for all prospective young drivers." The New Jersey DMV said the Rules of the Road is top caliber and right on time. The Minnesota Department of Public Safety recommended it as an excellent tool for all to use. Both School Library Journal and Video Librarian highly recommend the Rules of the Road. Video Librarian gushed, "This is a top-notch aid for new drivers." The Rules of the Road is used in hundreds of driving schools across the country and has helped tens of thousands of teenagers. Most instructional videos, especially driving-related ones, feature middle-aged instructors talking down to a soon-to-be-asleep audience. The Rules of the Road employs teen hosts who address teens as equals. Follow Aaron, Elizabeth, Alex, and John as they learn the fundamentals of driving with a little help from their parents. The Rules of the Road features 7 main lessons. Each lesson includes optional English and Spanish subtitles which can be turned on and off through a simple menu. The first lesson begins in the parking lot with the basics.
Every time you get into the car, you should make a check of the following equipment. Are your tires inflated properly? Both headlights working? Are your seat and steering wheel adjusted for right driving posture? Are your mirrors positioned correctly?
You want to lean out a little bit, son, in order to see the whole side of the car from your side view mirror. Now I can see the whole side of the car. And you can adjust your rear view mirror to give you the best possible view of your rear windshield.
Fasten your seatbelts, of course. Check all your fluid gauges, windows, lock your doors.
Each lesson in the Rules of the Road is a blend of live-action footage and appropriate graphical animations. Many 3D animations feature multiple angles. When you see the multi-angle icon on your screen, pressing the angle button on your DVD remote control changes the viewing angle. This is especially useful for learning complex driving maneuvers such as parallel parking. To help teens prepare for the nerve-wracking experience of taking their behind-the-wheel test, we created the Driver's Exam lesson. This segment relieves anxiety by showing your teen precisely what they can expect from their testing officer.
Engage the emergency brake. Now release it. Turn your windshield wipers on to the slowest intermittent speed. Now turn them to the next speed up. Good.
Now, while teens may be relieved that the behind-the-wheel test doesn't quiz their highway driving skills or ability to handle hazardous conditions, we knew that no driving program would be complete without a thorough discussion of these advanced topics. In fact, we've created lessons specifically geared towards highway driving, safety tips for normal conditions, and driving in hazardous conditions.
And remember, bridges and overpasses freeze more quickly than other parts of the road. When driving in rain, always reduce your speed. Roads may become very slick, even in a light rain, so increase following distance for safe braking. Hydroplaning is total loss of vehicle control on a wet surface. Standing water as little as 1/12 of an inch deep may cause a vehicle to hydroplane at normal speed limits. If a hard driving rain makes visibility or control too difficult, safely pull over and wait for the rain to stop.
Driving is not performed in a vacuum. Therefore, learning to calmly share the road with others is of paramount importance. Of course, owning and operating a car is all about preparing for and handling the unexpected. That's why we've included bonus information on basic maintenance. With the Rules of the Road DVD, your teen will never be stranded on the expressway without any knowledge of how to fix a flat, or left alone in a freezing parking lot without knowing how to jumpstart a dead battery. Additional bonus features include our exclusive virtual driver feature. Students are placed at the point of view of a real car as it progresses through a typical set of driving situations. The action is then interrupted and your teen is quizzed regarding the current scenario. The virtual drive feature teaches driver awareness and builds those all-important visual lead skills. Our road sign tests help prepare your teen for the written DMV test. Optional quizzes at the end of each main lesson segment help reinforce the material presented. Lastly, no discussion of driving is complete without addressing drugs and alcohol. While the scope of this topic is so large that it cannot be fully explored in this DVD, we firmly reinforce the most pertinent aspects of this serious threat to teen safety. While the Rules of the Road DVD presents a thorough discussion of learning how to drive, it cannot replace the many hours of supervised, behind-the-wheel practice that is required to become a skilled and safe driver. But when it comes to teaching your teen how to handle the most dangerous activity they'll ever engage in, it helps to have as many advantages as possible. So treat yourself to the peace of mind in knowing that you've given your teen the best reviewed and best-selling driver's instructional DVD. Order your copy of Rules of the Road today from VAT19.com.